सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. We'll chant the shlokas. Naham deho nendriyanyantarango nahankara pranavargo na buddhihi दारापत्यक्षेत्रवित्तादिदूरः साक्षी नित्यः प्रत्यगात्मा शिवोऽहम् रज्ज्वज्ञानाद्भाति रज्जौ यथा हि स्वात्मा ज्ञानादात्मनो जीवभावः आप्तोक्त्या हि भ्रान्तिनाशे स रज्जुल् जीवो नाहं देशिकोक्त्या शिवोऽहम् आभातीदं विश्वमात्मन्यसत्यं सत्यज्ञानानन्दरूपे विमोहात् निद्रामोहात् स्वप्नवत्तन्न सत्यं शुद्धः पूर्णो नित्य एकः शिवोऽहम् नाहं जातो न प्रवृद्धो न नष्टो देहस्योक्ताः प्राकृताः सर्वधर्माः कर्तृत्वादिश्चिन्मयस्यास्ति नाहं कारस्यैव ह्यात्मनो मे शिवोऽहम्. So before I proceed, in one of the question answer session, somebody had asked me the meaning of one shloka, that aprameya trayatita. It was not vayatita, trayatita. Aprameya trayatita nirmala jnana murtaye manogiram viduraya dakshina murtaye namaha. This shloka comes in the dhyana shloka of Adhyatma Ramayana. So it is there. So we had chanted several times, but I forgot that time. So it is aprameya trayatita. Traya means Gnata, Jnanam, Gneya, Triputi. It is beyond that. We have studied in Ashtavakra Gita. So Tritayam Nasti. Dakshinamurti is Shuddha Jnana Swarupa, Chaitanya Swarupa, which is beyond the triad of the knower, known and knowledge. And Manogiram Viduraya, which is beyond the mind and speech. Beyond means not accessible, and not accessible means it is mano viduraya, it is beyond the mind, means it is not available for objectification by the mind. So mano vidura, beyond the mind means not available for objectification by the mind. Just as the mind can objectify a pot, etc., like that mind cannot objectify Atma. Therefore, Atma is called Mano Dura Vidura. And it is Mano Vak Viduraya. Vang Mano Viduraya. Vak Vidura, Swamiji has explained. It is beyond the speech, means it is not Vachyartha. It is not the immediate meaning of any word. That is the meaning of Mano Giram Viduraya. It is beyond mind and speech. To that Dakshinamurti Namaha. So that, since I had read this, because this question which was asked, in that it was something else, so I said Vayo, but it is Mano, it is Traya. Aprameya Trayatita, not Vayatita. Okay. Alright. Now let us come to our shloka. So 1, 2, 4. These three shlokas are dealing with Tvam Padartha Vichara, the analysis of the meaning of the word Tvam, you. In other words, we can say Jiva Swarupa Vichara. The three shlokas, 1, 2, 4, deal with the analysis of the nature of Jiva. Who am I? Do you know who am I? You know. So, who am I? Now, the third and the fifth sloka are dealing with the analysis of this tat padartha, and also it includes the asi padartha vichara. So it includes the subject matter of this analysis of the meaning of the word tat and also the analysis of the meaning of the word asi. Alright, in that connection we were seeing in tat padartha vichara we are presenting tat. We are presenting, means Shastra is presenting the meaning of the word tat, that as Ishvara, and that Ishvara which is Jagat Karanam. So meaning of the word tat is Ishvara, the cause of this world. And to present this tat padartha, the subject matter of the meaning of the word tat, Ishvara, the adhyaropa apavada prakriya is resorted to. And we saw adhyaropa means provisionally, deliberately, purposefully superimposing some ideas. Purposefully, deliberately, provisionally attributing, superimposing some idea which is not the fact. And apavada means the negation. The negation of what was provisionally, purposefully accepted. It is something like a soap. See, when you take a bath, what do you do? What do you do? First you apply soap. Then do you keep the soap on the body and come out of the bathroom? No. Sometimes we do is the small children. Generally what we do, first we apply soap and then we remove soap. Then somebody may say, if you have to remove the soap after, why should you apply? No, it serves the purpose for you and also for others. Loka kalyanartham api kuru. Alright, that's by the way. So, adhyaropa apavada is like this. Adhyaropa is like applying soap. Apavada is removing the soap. And in the process, this body is cleansed. Similarly, by adhyaropa apavada prakriya is a method of communication. In soap we are physically doing. Here is a communication. In this method of communication, some deliberate superimposition is done and then it is negated. And in the process, the truth is revealed. And here, first we say that Brahma with Maya Shakti is the cause. And Brahma with Maya Shakti is called Ishvara. And Jagat is the product. And then we derive the corollaries. Jagat is the effect and Ishvara, Brahman, is the cause. Then what is the corollary? That Ishvara is Sarvajnaha, Sarvashaktiman. And one more corollary which we saw at the end, and that is Ishvara being the material cause, he pervades the entire world. Like clay being the material cause, it pervades all the parts. So Ishvara pervades all the effects. Cause clay pervades all the effects, cause Ishvara pervades the entire world. Now question is, how do we appreciate Ishvara being all pervasive? Because we are seeing pencil. I am not seeing Ishvara here. If somebody asks me what is this? Pencil. I don't say I am seeing Ishvara. We are seeing pencil, we are seeing clip. So how do we assimilate this vision that Ishvara is all pervasive? Swami Sakshatji has explained. I will just restate. Little bit, some points were required, I will explain, elaborate. Two ways are there to appreciate Brahma, Ishvara to be all pervasive. One way is to appreciate Ishvara as order. Acha, what is this order? You must have been hearing, those who are attending this camps in our Arsha Vidya Parampara, you must have heard this word order. Then you may wonder, every time these people are telling order, 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 it's like a British rule, by order. What is this order? Order generally word is used in the sense of commandment. I order you to go there. The commander will say, RB chief, by order, it is my order that you go there. Here order is not in the sense of that commandment, instruction, not in that sense. Order is a set of laws which connects a point A with point B. Generally, my favorite example is this. I am holding this towel, point A. Then I drop. Situation is it fell down, point B. Point A was that it was there in my hand and it was dropped. Point B is it fell down at a particular speed, a particular place, is point B. So this point A and B are connected by order. So that which connects situation A with situation B is called order. Necessarily, if tomorrow also if I do the same situation, same thing I do, tomorrow also I do, it will fall down, and with same speed it will fall down. It will fall down to the same place. This is called order, niyati. In fact, there are several words are there. Sarvabhauma vyavastha. This Sanskrit word Sarvabhauma vyavastha. Universal order. So, this order is that set of laws, mainly cause-effect relationship between the two situations, between the two objects, between the two these happenings, phenomena. That is called order. So let us be clear. One should be very clear about the fundamental. I have told you always go to fundamentals. Order is that. And this order, depending upon its field of operation, it gets different names. The towel fell down. This is physical order. The gravitational law, if you have studied, that's G is equal to some 9.42 meter per second per second. 9.8, no? Okay. So many years ago we studied. So this is physical order. If I throw this, it will fall at a particular point. There is a mathematics for that. Projectile. So they calculate also that if I throw with this force, where will it reach? Because many times we throw something to somebody, it doesn't reach. It falls down in between. It is not the mistake of the order. It is our mistake. Yeah. So this is physical order. When this order is seen in the field of physical world, or with reference to physical phenomena, then that order is called physical order. Then we have got physiological order. If I eat, then it will be digested. If this digestive system is proper, and it will be converted into nutrients, it will nourish the body. This is what? Physiological order. Is it clear? This is called physiological order. There are so many orders. We can talk about any number of orders, electromagnetic and so many. But we will talk about critical orders. Then we have got epistemological order. What is epistemological? Some new name at least. In whole camp, what did you learn? Epistemology. Because people, when you go, they will ask, no, what did you learn? You can epistemology. Epistemology, a discipline of knowledge dealing with the occurrence of knowledge, the means of knowledge. Knowledge and means of knowledge is called epistemology. So epistemological order is there. What is that? I mean, one example is, if I open my eyes and the object, they contact each other, then the knowledge takes place. This is epistemological order. If my words, they fall on your ears and you are not sleeping, the conditions apply, no? Then the knowledge of sound will take place. First, sound knowledge takes place. And if your mind is equipped with sufficient background of study of Shastra, then this Shabda Jnanam will take place. Verbal knowledge will take place. Just for you understand. When I say something, you are understanding. That your understanding takes place based on this utterance of the sentence, that is epistemological order. And if there are obstacles, knowledge will not take place. If your mind is somewhere else, is already gone to dining hall, then knowledge will not take place. This is epistemological order. And another order which Swamiji used to very much highlight is psychological order. Psychological order is such thing that any number of times you listen, you like to listen. If you have understood the concept, it's such a beautiful thing. What is psychological order? One situation we can take to explain it. If a person has had abusive childhood abuse was there, then person will be feeling diffident. Person will have trust deficit. You know what is trust deficit? He cannot trust people so easily. This is psychological order. If a person was abused or put down, in olden days this problem was there. Nowadays parents are becoming more educated, but otherwise this problem, our Indian parents had this thinking. What? If a child does well, Puja Swamiji used to say, this child brings the report card. Mathematics 100, this science 98, English 89. Next time do better. 89 only it has come. For 98, no compliments. 89, do better. When you have this type of parents, and this father inside is feeling very happy, my child has got very good result. But he will not tell this. He will call after the child goes, he will call his friend, see my son got. But to child he will say, do better. Next time you work very hard. You are a little bit playful. So when child has been put down several times, then when a child grows up, he or she will have this diffidence, not having the trust in oneself. This is psychological order. And your behavior is governed by psychological order. Some people, they will be short-tempered because of particular background. If a particular background is there, if childhood or little bit later this life was very painful, then this pain will get expressed in the form of anger. Anger is expression of pain. Nobody is happily angry. So, psychological order governs the behavior of a person. When you understand this, then you can validate people. You can validate the behavior of people. Generally, what we do, we make a judgment and we dismiss the person. He is a short-tempered, he is a bad person. He does these mistakes, therefore he is idiot. He is a good-for-nothing fellow. But if you have understood this order very well, then you do not reject any person. You do not judge the person harshly. You will not say, this person is a useless fellow. Swami Chinmayanji very nicely said, people say the modern youth is very useless. He said, no, they are not useless. They are useless. They are not useless. They are not used properly. Useless. So you will be objective in your perception of people. You will be able to validate the person. What is the meaning of validating the person? Validating means having this appreciation that whatever that person has done is understandable. May not be right. I don't say that he shouted at me is right, but he shouted at me is understandable with his background. Understandable. That is called validation. When you look upon the behavior and the person as understandable, it is called validation of the person. Validation of the behavior. Justification is what? You say what he did is right. Like this person shouted at that person. And I have anger, I have animosity with that person. So I tell that person, what you did is right. That is called what? Justification. When you say somebody what he did is right, it is called justification. When you say somebody what he did is understandable, it is validation. The understanding of order will help you to validate people. And as Swamiji said, you can settle the account with Ishvara. He will explain. I think who had asked this question? So you are going to ask them. Have you put this question? Today Swami is going to answer. All asked him. Very good. So since he has asked, so somebody can put still, but little bit I will explain. Settling the account with Ishvara, briefly speaking, it means that you have this feeling, why I did this? I should not have done this. So we have this guilt based on our omissions and commissions. Why I did this? I should not have done this. And we are also hurt based on this, why he did like this? He should not have done this. So we have so many accounts to settle with the people and with ourselves. Why I did this to that person? And many of the people are no more there, but my guilt hurt continues. Therefore, what do? We settle the account with Ishvara, who includes all. And we ask this question, Ishvara, why I did this? Then Ishvara gives the answer. Ishvara gives the answer means my understanding of Ishvara gives the answer. What? You did this because you had a background. Why I did not take care of my parents well? Because I had this background. I was influenced by my wife or my friend or by some friends or whatever. This I settled the account that what I did was in order. What others did also was in order. He was in order means he had a background to behave in a particular manner. Seeing this is called seeing the person in order. And when you see all your omissions and commissions and the omissions and commissions of everybody in order, that is called settling the account with Ishvara. Seeing that Ishvara in the form of order govern the behavior of myself and behavior of everybody. Sarve bhavanti sthane. All are in order. Aham bhavami sthane. I am in order. This is a very good sentence. Aham bhavami sthane. I am in order. Means all my omissions and commissions are understandable, can be validated. Therefore, there is nothing fundamentally wrong with me. People think like this, Swamiji, there is something wrong with me, something wrong with me. You tell yourself, there is nothing fundamentally wrong with you or not fundamentally wrong with anybody. Sarve bhavanti sthane. And this order is Ishvara which governs everything. This pencil is the way pencil is because of order. It is governed by this physical laws. Because of that, it has got particular shape. It has got particular location. So anything is the way it is because of order. Swamiji, why am I like this? Because of your background. And your background makes you the way you are. That is order. So whoever is, however he is, she is in order. So that order governs the life. Order pervades everything in the world. And this order is manifestation of the knowledge of Ishvara. How do we understand this? Like your knowledge, the knowledge of the waker manifests in the form of the order in the dream world. See, in the dream world, you will see people will be behaving following certain norms. And those norms are governed by your knowledge. If you are having the samskara of people talking to each other in a rough manner, in the dream also you will see that way. Your knowledge, the knowledge of the waker gets manifested in the form of the order in dream world. Similarly, the knowledge of Ishvara gets manifested in the form of this waking world. So, Ishvara is pervading this world in the form of order. And this is very, very useful understanding. Swami Sakshatji nicely said is that we use Ishvara. Use Ishvara means we use the understanding of Ishvara. Puja Swamiji used to say, if you understand Ishvara in this manner, Ishvara can be your 24/7 therapist. Therapists, they charge very heavily. You know that? Per hour, for half an hour, they will charge 1,000 rupees. And that also they will give appointment. And some therapists may take advance also because you may not go. So, therefore they charge sometime advance. Whereas you get this therapist, 24/7, night 12 o'clock you get question, why? Ishvara is available to answer your why. Ishvara will say, order is the answer for your question. So your behavior or anybody's behavior was in order. This is a very, very useful understanding. It has really helped me as a person. I have when I listened to this in it's 93, 91 or something, when Puja Swamiji had come there. From the first batch students he brought in Rishikesh, I was in Rishikesh and I understood it was so good to hear. Such a nice thing it is. If you assimilate this, many of your psychological issues will be resolved. You will be a transformed person. It really helps. All right. So, one way of appreciating Ishvara as order. So, Ishvara is everywhere. How do I appreciate? Ishvara in the form of order, which is the manifestation of the knowledge of Ishvara. I appreciate Ishvara sarvagataha. Another way of appreciating Ishvara everywhere is existence. How do I appreciate Ishvara everywhere? Pencil is. That isness is Ishvara. The true nature of Ishvara is Sat. Sadeva Somya Idamagra Asit in Chandogya. So this Ishvara, Brahman, is of the nature of existence. And that Sadatmaka Brahma, Sadatma Brahman is available everywhere. How is it available? As is. You cannot appreciate anything devoid of is. Even if you say nothing, nothing is. You say nothing is there. Is. So, is constant everywhere. So, you can appreciate all pervasiveness of Ishvara in the form of existence. But it requires more subtlety. And therefore, firstly we appreciate Ishvara as order, later we appreciate Ishvara as existence. And Ishvara, Brahman, is of the nature of existence and it is available everywhere. But somebody may say, I am always appreciating existence associated with some name and form. Word and its meaning. Name and form can be say name and attributes. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, sound, touch, etc. Brahman is of the nature of existence, but I am experiencing only existence associated with name and form. Can I recognize pure existence which is Brahman? Then Shastra says, yes. What you have to do? You have to negate all the qualifying adjectives. This pencil is that pencil is, the form is. So you negate form. So one adjective is gone. So we can do this vichara. In scientific language they call it thought experiment. So you imagine that eyes are not there. If somebody does not have eyes, because you don't feel like saying, I don't have eyes, Swamiji, I don't want to say. By chance, Bhagwan is hearing that, say, Tathastu. So I don't want to say. Somebody. Okay. So somebody does not have eyes. Then what is there? Rupam is not there. The form and color, that adjective, Vishesha, is not there. But still other four are there. He will be touching and telling. He is hearing. And he will be smelling. I mean, he will be experiencing smell. Smelling is a funny word. You say he is smelling means a different meaning. So he experiences smell. And he will be tasting. Like child now, everything he puts in the mouth. So these four are there. So now you imagine further, thought experiment, hai? So you don't have to lose anything. Further, you said, imagine that person lost his ears also. So now, sound is not there for the person. Forms are gone, sound is gone, and imagine that person is no more having the taste also. Then he has got some paralysis, not able to experience touch. So that's why some person only, not we. So some person. And he has lost Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, smell gone, all gone. Still, will there be existence or not? Yes. There will be thought, So you will say, thought is. Thought may not be based on the inputs of the organs, but thought may be there based on the samskaras, the impressions. Now imagine the thought also is not there. Then what will remain? Buddhist will say, zero will remain. Vedanti says no. Zero will not remain. The sakshi of the negation of everything will remain. When everything is negated, means existence is stripped of all the adjectives, all the visheshas, all the qualifying attributes, then how existence will remain? Existence will not remain in the form of Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. It will remain as Sakshi, which is consciousness. And that consciousness is not available for experience. That consciousness is to be owned up as oneself. So pure existence can be recognized only in the form of I consciousness. And this is called Mahavakyopadesha. You may not know, but I gave Mahavakyopadesha. Sad Brahma, which is there behind everything, is nothing but I consciousness. Tat Sad Brahma Tvam Chidatma Asi. So Sad Brahman is nothing but I Chidatma. And when you understand this Mahavakyartha, then what will be your appreciation? I am Brahmatma. I am Atma, which is Brahman, which is the truth of everything. I, Brahmatma, am the Adhishthanam, the Karanam of everything. And that idea is given in this shloka. That's why up to this I said, this is the background. Now we can see this shloka. Abhati idam vishvam atmani asatyam satyajnanananda rupe vimohat. Idam vishvam, this world. This means that which is available through pratyakshadi pramanam. So idam vishvam, this universe, abhati, appears. Atmani, in the self, me, the consciousness. This entire universe appears in me, the self. And what type of self? Not this body, mind, sense complex. Satyajnanananda rupe. In me, the self which is rupe, of the nature of Satya, unnegatable existence. Jnanam, consciousness. Ananda, fullness, limitless, which is the basis for experiential happiness. So what is Ananda? Limitless, which is the basis for experiential happiness. So in me, Satchidananda, Satyajnanananda Rupe simply can be said, in Satchidananda, Atma, this entire universe appears. Like what? It will be said, Swapna. Like in me, the waker, the dream world appears. Similarly, in me, this Satchidananda Atma, the entire world appears. And how come in me, consciousness, this world appears? World is Dvaitatmaka, of dualistic nature. I am Advaita. How it appears? Vimohat. Because of Maya. Vimoha is another word. Generally we translate as a delusion, but here it is in the form of Maya. Because of Maya, this entire world appears in me, the self. Asatyam. Asatyam means unreal. This unreal world appears in me because of Maya. So this unreal world appears in me, who is of the nature of unnegatable existence, consciousness, fullness. So the first part Anvaya is Satyajnanananda Rupe Atmani Asatyam api Vishwam Vimohat Abhati. So this unreal world, Asatyam api Idam Vishwam Vimohat Abhati. And here one commentator says, Abhati means Asamantat Satyam iva bhati. Even though it is asatyam, but appears as real. That is the beauty of Maya. Maya is called agatita gatana patiyasi, capable of making impossible possible. That is how generally we translate. But really speaking, impossible is not made possible. Maya is capable of making impossible appear possible. Otherwise, contradiction. If it is impossible, how can it be made possible? So, Maya makes impossible appear possible. And therefore, even though it is asatyam, it appears as satyam. So, abhati conveys that idea. But if we analyze what is the ontological status of this world, that is said in the third sentence. It is an explanation of asatyam. Nidra moha swapnavat tanna satyam. This world is swapnavat, like dream world, which is appearing because of nidra moha, nidra shakti, otherwise called avidya shakti. Dream world which is appearing because of nidra moha, because of nidra shakti, avidya shakti. Swapna, swapnavat means like the dream. So this waking world is swapnavat, like the dream, which is appearing because of nidra shakti, because of nidra rupa avidya. Here nidra moha refers to avidya. So waker with his nidra shakti projects the dream world. So Bhagavan has given a model to us. So we may say how Bhagavan can create this world, how we can create this world, how we can be all pervasive in this world, how if he creates it can be unreal. Bhagavan said, don't worry, I am giving you one model. Like father has got a big car, he will give a toy car to the child. So Bhagavan has given this toy car of dream to us to understand. So nidra moha swapnavat tat refers to Vishwam. That Vishwam na satyam is not real. So just as the dream world which is projected by the nidra shakti, avidya, is not real, similarly this world is not real. Why? This vimoha prakshiptatvat, because the waking world also is projected by vimoha, and this dream world also is projected by vimoha, maya, and therefore na satyam. And by the dream example, we can derive so many corollaries, one or two we will see. Just as this dream world is projected by the avidya shakti, by the vikshepa shakti of avidya, and similarly by the vikshepa shakti of maya, this waking world is projected. And when this dream world is projected, that time the wakerhood of the waker is veiled by the avarana shakti of avidya. Similarly, by avarana shakti of maya, the atma swarupam is veiled. And because of that, what happens? That I do not recognize that the entire dream world is my projection. In fact, in the dream, suppose you are attending Vedanta classes, and the teacher says this whole world is unreal. He said, no. Swamiji, I am Satyam is understandable, but the whole world is real. People say, Swamiji, Brahma Satyam is okay, accepted. But Jagad Mithya, not accepted. Swamiji, my son is Mithya, my daughter is Mithya, my spouse is Mithya. No. Swamiji, everybody else Mithya, my son is not Mithya. So we have something reservation. Therefore, Mithyatvam is not accepted. Why? Because there is a avarana shakti. And one interesting thing is, even though the entire dream world is my projection, means my avidya shakti projection, but I identify with one of the projections in the dream world, that is one body. So in dream world there is one body, and with that I identify. And then I will say this entire world is Satyam. From this one thing we learn. When you are looking upon Mithya from the standpoint of Mithya, then Mithya will appear Satyam. I am identifying with Mithya body in the dream world. So I look upon myself from the standpoint of the Mithya body. And then I look at the world. So when I am seeing the Mithya Jagat from the standpoint of this Mithya body, then Mithya will look real. To understand Mithya to be Mithya, you have to see it from the standpoint of Satyam. When you wake up, then from the waker's standpoint, which is Vyavaharika Satya, the dream world will be understood to be Mithya. From the standpoint of Mithya, Mithya will look real only. And so, here also, when I am identifying with this body, mind, sense complex, then the world will look Satyam only. Alright. So, here the message given is that this waking world also is unreal like dream. And therefore what? Aham Shuddhaha. The entire world is Mithya. I alone am Satyam. Because I am the one who is Drashta, the Sakshi. Therefore I am Satyam. And Mithya cannot pollute Satyam. So this entire world, all impurities, physical impurities, emotional impurities, intellectual impurities, none of them can touch me, Satyam. Therefore I am what? Shuddhaha. I am pure. And I am what? Nitya Shuddhaha. Ever pure. I am so pure that I cannot be impure. I cannot be impaired. Unimpurable, that type of pure I am. Purnaha. Purnaha means I am complete. Means nothing is lacking in me. All lack are there from the standpoint of Anatma only. And one important thing to be noted, we have seen earlier, at Anatma level, completeness is not possible. You are expecting wrong thing. No. If you are expecting perfection, completeness from Anatma, you are searching in wrong area. So what is the approach of Vedanti, a wise person? He accepts the imperfection of Anatma and owns up the limitlessness of Atma. That is the only way to own up freedom. Moksha is by accepting the limitation of Anatma and owning up the limitlessness of Atma. And that is Purnaha. Purnaha also has got the meaning Purayati Sarvan, that which fills up everything. That also is Purnaha. So Sarvagataha. Nityaha. Nitya means it is timeless. Ekaha. And whenever Eka means one, whenever one comes, we bring Sajatiya, Vijatiya, Swagata, Bheda, Rahitaha. Swamiji has explained. So he is free from all three types of division. Shivaha, Ananda Swarupaha, Aham. Why I am Ananda Swarupa? Because I am Purnaha. I am Purnaha, and Purna alone is the basis for all experiential happiness. Therefore, I am the basis for all happiness. I alone am manifesting in all experiential happiness. By myself, I am fullness. Therefore, Shivaha, Purnaha, Purnatvat Shivaha, Ananda Swarupaha ityarthaha. So, in this shloka, the message given is, the world is Mithya appearing in me, Adhishthanam. So, I am the Adhishthanam of this Mithya Jagat. Mithya Jagat Adhisthana. Where it comes? Lalita Sahasrara. I am Mithya Jagat Adhisthana. Lalita I am. Yes. And therefore, since I am Mithya Jagat Adhisthana, therefore I am Shuddhaha, Purnaha. I am pure. I am limitless, I am Ananda Swarupa, I am non-dual one. Now comes to the last shloka. Yes. Matto nanyat kinchidatrasti vishvam satyam bahyam vastu mayopakluptam आदर्शा आदर्शान्तर्भासमानस्य तुल्यं मय्यद्वैते भाति तस्माच्छिवोऽहम् मत् The idea which was conveyed in the third shloka is paraphrased with some more details. So the message is what? I am Adhishthanam, the basis, the truth of this entire unreal, dependently existing world. Aham mithya jagad adhishthanam. And as I said, adhishthanam, we use the word basis, even though general translation is substratum. Substratum means, you know what? The layer below another layer. One layer below another layer is called substratum. But here it is not that Brahman is one layer and above that Jagat is one layer. The one real Jagat below that, one Brahman layer is there. That is not substratum. That type of substratum Brahman is not. Therefore we say Adhishthanam. The truth, the basis, support. That message is given here. I am Mithya Jagad Adhishthanam. Therefore I am Advaitam. Advaitam means what? I alone am. What appears to be there other than me is really not there. Therefore I am Advaitam. Like in your room, you have got a mirror where we have got hundreds of reflections. And somebody knocks at the door and says, how many people there in your room? How many you will say? One only. You don't say one plus so many reflections. You don't say. How many teas you want? One only. You don't say I have to drink and I have to give my reflections also. You don't say that. Even though appearance of manyness is there, but you remain one alone. So, thus, Jagat is Mithya, therefore I alone am Advaita Atma. And being Advaita, I am limitless and therefore I am Shivaha. That is the message. Alright. Mattaha anyat kinchit atra na asti. Let me break the sandhi. Mattaha na anyat kinchit atra asti vishvam. Satyam bahyam vastu mayopakluptam adarshantar bhasamanasya tulyam mai advaite bhati tasmat shivaha aham. So this shloka, even though idea conveyed is very similar to the third shloka, but Anvaya is little complicated. So I will give the Anvaya. Atra mattaha anyat kinchit api na asti. One sentence. Idam bahyam vishvam mayopakriptam sat satyam vastu iva abhati. Abhati we have to supply. Full stop. Then Advaite, Parantu etat we have to supply. Adarshantara bhasamanasya tulyam mai advaite bhati tasmat aham shivaha asmi. Alright. Those who have this taste for Anvaya, for them. Otherwise, don't bother about it. So first sentence he says, Atra. here in this universe, Charachara Jagati, in this world consisting of movable and immovables, Mattaha Anyat, other than me, Kinchit, anything, Na Asti, is not there. In this universe, anything is not there which is Mattaha Anyat, other than me. There is nothing other than me. Like clay can say, with reference to the earthenwares, there is nothing other than me. Water can say that in the world of waves and forms, there is nothing other than me. So, Mattaha Anyat Kinchit Atra Na Asti. And Vishwam, this entire world, which is Bahyam, which is appearing outside, this external world, which is Mayopakluptam, it is projected by Maya. And therefore what? It is Mithya. Kintu Satyam Iva Abhati. So, Bahyam Vastu Mayopakluptam Sadapi Satyam Vastu Iva Abhati. Even though this world being projected by Maya, it is Mithya, but appears to be Satyam. Like dream objects. And if you analyze, even though it appears to be real, but if you analyze, it is Adarshantara Bhasamanasya Tulyam. Tulyam means similar, equal to, similar to what? Bhasamana, we have to supply Nagara. The city which is appearing, Bhasamana appearing, Adarshanta, inside the mirror. This entire world is like the city appearing in the mirror. I think it must be reminding you of what? Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam. Here also Tulyam is there. So this entire world is like the city seen in the mirror. A city in the mirror does not have real existence apart from the existence of mirror. The city seen in the mirror is Mithya. Here in this example, you should not bring Swamiji, but there must be some real world, like in the reflected city is there, outside world is there. That is not the intended part of the example. Just as the city seen in the mirror is unreal, similarly, this world seen in me is unreal. And where does it appear? If the world is like the city seen in the mirror, who is in the place of mirror? Mayi Advaite. This entire world is Bhati, appears Mayi Advaite, in me, non-dual self. Since the world is Mithya, I alone am Satyam, therefore I am Advaita. So the whole world which is Mithya appears in me, Satya Atma. Tasmat, therefore. Therefore means what? Since the world is Mithya, I alone am Satyam, I am Advaita, non-dual, therefore there is nothing to limit me. Time cannot limit me, space cannot limit me, any object cannot limit me. Because all of them are Mithya. Mithya cannot limit Satyam. Tasmat, therefore, since I am Satya Advaita Adhishtanam, therefore Shivaha Aham. I am Ananda Swarupaha. Why I am Ananda Swarupa? Because I am Ananta. Everything is Mithya. Mithya cannot limit me Satyam. Therefore I am Ananta. Being Ananta, I am Ananda. Therefore Aham Shivaha. So in this shloka, what is suggested is this: the world is Mayopakluptam. So Maya is a Parinami Upadana Karanam, modifying material cause. And Mayi Abhati, therefore I am Vivarta Upadana Karanam. Parinami upadana karanam, changing material cause contributes to the names and forms. Vivarta upadana karanam, changeless material cause contributes to the existence of the object. The experience of the existence of the object is made possible by Vivarta Karanam. So, Vivarta Karana contributes to existence. Parinami Upadana Karanam contributes to name and form. So, Maya contributes to name and form. And I, Adhisthana Vivarta Karanam, contribute to the appearance, experiential existence of the objects. So, the whole world appears in me. I alone am there behind all the objects of the world. So, I alone am. And therefore, I am Purnaha, I am Shivaha, Shivaha. And the mission, the message of the entire Advaita Pancharatnam is, I appreciate myself to be different from this body, mind, sense complex. By Atma, Anatma, Viveka, I see myself to be different, distinct from this body, mind, sense complex. I see myself to be free from the attributes of body, mind, sense complex. I see myself to be pure consciousness. And then I see myself to be the adhishthanam of this entire world. And therefore, I understand that I alone am appearing in the form of everything. I am Sarvatma. I alone appear in the form of everything. Here just I will take 2-3 minutes more. I hope you don't mind. So, people may ask this, Swamiji, in the beginning you say I am different from the body. And at the end you what say? I am everything. Isn't it a contradiction? Pehle bole ye theek nahi, you are different. Then you say I am everything. If you are everything, why do you say I am different from that? It is a method of communication, purposeful method of communication. Why Shruti does that? Since you are attached to one particular body, you are saying, I am this body, I am here only, I am fat, I am this many year old. Since you are identified with one particular body, one particular mind, Shastra wants you to be free from that identification. Therefore, Atma, Anatma, Viveka is done. Afterwards, when you understand yourself to be existence, consciousness, you appreciate what? I am in the form of all the bodies. Am I this body also or not? Yes, I am this body also. Earlier, what was that? I am this body alone. From I am this body alone to I am this body also. This is the difference. To make this difference, these two types of communications are there. Shastra wants you to see that you are in the form of all the bodies. Why are you holding on to one? You are in the form of all the bodies, but all the bodies are mithya. Puja Swamiji used to say, everything is me, but I am free from the plurality of everything. A is B, but B is not A. Or B is A, but A is not B. And this is the vision. And when I appreciate I am complete, I alone am in the form of everything, it will be expressed, this understanding will be expressed in the form of love for all, compassion for all. It will naturally happen. You don't have to say, I should be loving, I have studied Vedanta, I have become Jnani, therefore I should be loving. You don't have to say. You will have acceptance of all, natural acceptance of all, you will have love and compassion. That is the sign of your assimilation of knowledge. The more you assimilate this knowledge, more compassionate, more loving, more happy you will be in your expression. So I wish you all the best in your pursuit of discovery of this inner fullness, which gets expressed in the form of love, compassion and joy. With this we conclude. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi